to invite the next respected speaker, Dr. Yanki Hartijasti from Indonesian University in Indonesia, to start to introduce herself in 1 minute and then 10 minutes presentation. Dr. Hartijasti, please start.
Thank you. So, I'm going to share I'm going to introduce myself. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening everywhere. So, let me introduce myself, my background. So, I graduated from the Philippines. Yeah, I took my undergrad and my MBA in the Philippines from Marinol and also University of the Philippines. And then I took another master degree and doctorate in University of Indonesia in industrial and organizational psychology. Then I also had an experience as a practitioner. So I was a marketing account officer in the banks, and my last profession is sub-branch manager in a private bank. And then after that, I switched to HRD as a trainer, and also the end is HR division head in several private companies. Then after 15 years of my experience as practitioner, I switched to academician. So I became a lecturer in master program in this is a private university graduate school. Yeah, as a part-time I took there, and then now I'm full-time in Faculty of Economics and Business at University of Indonesia. Yeah, since 2004. Then I also is a visiting professor and keynote speaker from university in Asia and Europe. My topic is about leadership, organizational culture, digital behavior among multi-generational employees, HRM in Asia, and also sustainable tourism. So that's my short background. So I'm going to talk about sustainable and healthy workplace beyond the pandemic based on 7 pillar of sustainability model of Professor Dust. So once again, I'm Yanki Hartijasti from University of Indonesia. Okay, so McKinsey 2020 has said about the future of work in Asia after the pandemic. They said that because of COVID-19, it has led to 3 trends. The first one is the rise of remote work, the growth in the e-commerce market or digital channel, then the adoption of automation and artificial intelligence. So what are they? So I'm going to tell you one by one. So remote work in Asia. So, but we have to know first what is working in Asia. So this one also from McKinsey, yeah. So the definition of working in Asia is that employee must sit in front of the manager. So when the managers are far away, they don't really know what employee is doing. So it's very difficult to make sure employee is actually working or not, especially when employees don't fully understand the task objective and clear about what is expected. And we know from Hofstede that most Asian countries have collectivist culture. So personal relation comes before task. And we also are high power distant. So staff's expectation is tell me what to do, yeah, versus being involved in decision making. In Indonesia especially, we have low uncertainty avoidance. Yeah, so we have lack of preventive actions. So work hard is situation forced to. Punctual need to be learned. That's why we need clear key performance indicator and strict enforcement of rules and regulation. And McKinsey also differentiate 2 kinds of companies after pandemic. The first one is embrace remote work, where they want to have more flexible working, embrace the change, and optimize the situation. The second one is reverting to the old ways. So this company, they don't want to take the advantage of potential changes. While Bloomberg 2021 as well differentiate between Western and Asian countries. So in Western companies in Asia, usually they are aligned with their global headquarters. So they're still adopting work from home. And more than 60% staff to desk sharing ratio will increase over the coming couple of years. While the Asian companies, they are relatively traditional and conservative. So they prefer dedicated seats for their staff rather than sharing. So most of them don't intend to adopt hybrid working. How about the digital channel or the automation? So the digital channels, it's the growth of the digital channels growth was 2 to 5 times before pandemic. So what we are doing is shopping, food delivery, grocery delivery, telemedicine, remote learning, etc. So there are a shift of jobs and demand for labor, and also shift from in-person customer interaction to more delivery-based jobs. So we also now in the cashless economy, there are many new startups taking advantage of these data flows. The automation and artificial intelligence in Asia. So business were forced to embrace automation because how do I keep the plant open but manage with less workforce density? That's why they want to have this automation. So the automation adoption rise very rapidly. So it was able to capture efficiencies, stabilize cost base, respond to the new economics realities post-recession. So this pandemic is tough, of course, but through technology like Zoom, Google Meet, the MS Team, etc., people are a lot more connected with people around the world, like what we are having now. And then we also have many more conversation. So there are a lot of human connections around the world. However, we are also facing tougher future. So people work longer. Traditional career models may soon be gone, and many new roles and job titles will emerge. So therefore, we need to upskilling and reskilling employees to meet more challenging occupation and giving them the skills needed to implement a sustainable and healthy workplace. What is this sustainable and healthy workplace? So first of all, I would like to tell you what is sustainability. So sustainability has the power to unite employees to create work culture and work-life balance. It has a great impact on customers and the world. It also helps to reduce overheads of a business, improves the health of employees, attracts customers who are looking to do business with eco-friendly brands. It also boosts the overall revenue and reputation of the organization. So what are the advantages of sustainable, healthy workplace then? So it results in a stress-free, happier, and motivated employees. Wait a minute. Sorry. It enhances employees' wellness and productivity, lessen work-related illnesses and accidents. So if sorry, I want to also share with you the 7 pillars of sustainability model from Professor Deuce. Yeah. So there are 7 pillars. The first one is educational, political, social, environmental, economics, technical, and cultural sustainability. So these 7 pillars are vital to gain high sustainability. Instead of the 3 traditional pillars, like the environmental, economic, and social. So this pillar also must be developed almost equally. So based on this, I'm proposing to make a sustainable and healthy workplace based on these 7. Let us see what I have done. So how to create sustainable and healthy workplace based on the 7 P's model. So first one is economic. So making sure business operations don't create sustainability issues that would harm the long-term success of the company. So for example, they can do implementing hybrid working, eco-friendly workplace, etc. In terms of technical sustainability, HR systems that enable employees to drive sustainability. For example, measuring employees' key performance indicator on energy consumption, carbon footprint, waste reduction rate, water footprint, etc. In terms of political sustainability, so it's a good corporate governance is used to produce sustainable long-term economic value for shareholders and stakeholders. For example, being transparent about sustainability efforts by providing clear information on company website. Educational sustainability continues learning to develop knowledge, skills, attitudes, and values for employees to act in a more sustainable patterns of living. Example, Coca-Cola's Do One Thing campaign. So it is an internal program used to educate employees to share one thing they would do for sustainability on Earth Day. Social sustainability. So promote well-being by understanding what people need, for example, managing and identifying business impacts on employees, workers in the value chains, customers, and local communities in terms of safer working conditions, living wages, and job security, and sustainable products. How about environmental sustainability? It's a workplace practices that are not harmful to the environment. For example, monthly competition to reduce fuel emission on daily commute by taking transport that uses less fuel will result in the accumulation of fewer points per team. For example, cycling or walking will get 0. So that means very good. Yeah. Public transport will get 1. Carpooling 2. And personal car 3. That's the worst. Yeah. So those who get the lower point will win. Last but not the least, cultural sustainability. Since senior manager is the top management, so they must walk the talk. Yeah, as the role model of the company. So they play a fundamental role in showing everyone the important sustainability plays to the company. For example, in the implementation of bring your own mug habit for plastic bottle reduction. So hopefully this is representing what is the concept of the Professor Deuce. So I also need your feedback of this paper. Was it PPT? Yeah. Okay. So for my conclusion, So sustainability is treating ourselves and our environment as if we are to live on this earth forever. Aaron Wood. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hartijasti, because of your presentation. That was very, very interesting. Now I would like to ask the same question, Dr. Hartijasti, because as she introduced herself, she's working in the field of marketing, business, economy in Indonesia, and also she has some practical background and experiences. That's why I wanted to know and ask her disadvantages and advantages, and if there are disadvantages, which kind of solution you can offer.
Okay, thank you. So, since I am proposing about how to create a sustainable and healthy workplace using your model, the 7 pillars of sustainability model, of course, is a bit complex now. Before it's even though it's 3, it's still complex, right? And 7, of course, is more complex. We know that in Asia, since if we are not very strict with the rules and regulation, then we will not follow. So it depends on the leader. Sometimes even the leader already showing the way, but if they feel that the what for me it's not so strong, so they won't do it. Yeah. Therefore, it should have a very attractive reward system. Yeah, what will they get? Yeah, for doing the right things. Yeah, especially for this having this sustainable and healthy workplace. And then for the if we are asking them to do it in a bigger group, it's also another challenge. So that's why it's better to do it in a, to start it, of course, in a company. So when the company is, if a company has succeeded, then it can what's that? It can be the role model for the other company to be the sustainable and healthy workplace, because Indonesia usually we will observe somebody else first before we do it. You do it first, then I follow, something like that. That's why it has to be or just if you have the commitment, then do it and then show it to the world, then let everybody copy the way you do it.
Thank you for your feedback, Dr. Hartijasti. Thank you so much, everybody. I would like to ask you again to please send me your presentation file about your speech today, because of the workshop ebook we want to publish. And also, I'm going to again tell you happy Christmas holidays and happy New Year. And I wish you so much health at first, and then success and wealth.
Yeah, happy Christmas to all.
Happy holidays.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.